The Messenger of Allah's Plan. The Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, developed a plan for the Muslims' battle against the pagans. He chose a suitable location, selected men capable of fighting, and left those unsuitable for the task in the city. He divided the army into 3 detachments, each with its own standard. The Muhajirin detachment, whose standard-bearer was Musab ibn Umair. The Ansar, Aus detachment, whose standard-bearer was Usaid ibn Khudayr. The Ansar, Khazraj detachment, whose standard-bearer was Al-Hubab ibn al-Mundir. The Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, understood the strategic importance of Mount Uhud for the Muslims. When the army reached the mountain, the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, ordered them to stand with their backs to the mountain and face Medina. Having selected 50 archers under the command of Abdullah ibn Jubair, he ordered them to stand on Mount Ainain, which later became known as the Mount of Archers, opposite Mount Uhud. This measure was taken to prevent the pagans from encircling the Muslims. The Messenger of Allah ordered the archers, "If you see our bodies being torn apart by birds, do not leave your positions. And if you see us winning, do not move until I send someone to you." The battle began with a duel between Ali ibn Abu Talib and Talha ibn Uthman, the standard-bearer of the pagans. Ali cut off his leg, after which the 2 armies clashed and the battle began. The Messenger of Allah, seeking to inspire his companions and give them courage, drew his sword and asked them, "Who will take this?" The people rushed toward him, each crying, "Me, me!" Then the Messenger of Allah asked, "Who will take this from me properly?" And the people rushed toward him to take it. Abu Dujana, Simak ibn Harsha, T, also ran up to him and asked, "What does properly mean, O Messenger of Allah?" The Prophet replied, "It means that you should cut your enemies with it until they bend." And then he said, "I will take it properly, O Messenger of Allah." The Messenger of Allah handed the sword to him. Abu Dujana was a brave man who loved to show off in battle. He had a red headband and he tied it around his neck. This meant that he would fight to the death. Taking this sword, he tied the headband around his head and began to proudly strode between the 2 ranks of warriors. And then the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Allah is angry when people walk like this, except in this case." Rushing into the midst of the fighting, Abu Dujana killed every pagan he encountered. Hamza fought valiantly, but Jubair ibn al-Mutim promised his slave, Washi, that he would set him free if he could sneak up on Hamza, the uncle of the Messenger of Allah, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and kill him. Washi recounted, "And I began to look out for him, and finally saw him. He resembled a gray camel and struck down enemies left and right. I shook the spear, and aiming carefully, threw it at him. The spear passed through his insides and exited between his legs. I left him and waited for him to die."